No, literally, like
We just went live, Maddie. So, all right, I'm gonna let everybody jump on. We will be live for TV in about 3 minutes. So, Bob, you were first to the dance already. I mean, we already ready to go. I like the enthusiasm. Maybe Auburn's offense can have that same kind of enthusiasm. Probably not. Maybe though. Music's good in here, though.
it's always pretty good.
We got devastating news that for everybody, right?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
like really impressed.
like takes nothing away from the other stuff that we got because this looks outstanding. But you are, I thought we were gonna have to cancel the show. You were so upset.
They got rid of the steak sliders.
I can't believe it. And I literally talked this morning on the podcast as I'm signing off. I told Randy, I said, "Well, Faith her day will be made." I said she's going to Bunkers and she's going to get steak sliders and all. It's going to be well in the world. And
No,
we get there and pull the menu up, but no, they got other new stuff on there. So like, we're not. This place is awesome. The food, like this right here, man. Holy! So, it forces you out of your comfort zone. So
it does.
you don't have to. Do not do that. Hey, you want me to make you feel better?
No, I got hate last time I ate on camera.
And nobody cares.
No, I was eating a twice baked potato, and you know how soft those are, and like I was using a fork and everything.
Well,
and I got told that I was a.
Yeah, it was not a very nice. Yeah, not very nice.
While we were playing Arkansas, so that was pretty crazy.
Oh, was it an Arkansas game?
Yeah.
Wait, should I get pizza or chicken?
Their pizza's fire.
The pizza is good. Pizza.
Pizza.
Did I say pizza?
The pizza
Pizza.
pie.
The pizza is
I'm
fire.
not going to listen to y'all. I'm going to get a chicken.
Okay, well, completely the other direction, Woolies. So, all right, so we're about a minute out. I hope we are. Little Red Hot Chili Peppers playing in the background. All right, 30 seconds.
I like that color.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
I watched that this. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Auburn Blitz here at lunch, and we are live on location at Bunkers. Brett and Faith here with you for your lunch hour. Our program brought to you by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Sensa Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensa Green.
We are in one of our favorite places in Auburn. We're here at Bunkers. The renovation, everything, we've been before, right when they just completed it, and now we're back again, and it still feels kind of crazy to see how much more space you have
Right.
here.
A renovation not only to the actual restaurant itself, but also to the menu itself, too. So there are some changes and additions to the menu.
Correct.
Nothing that, nothing too much to the point where you're not satisfied with what you've got.
Right. Well, actually, I don't know that they have anything bad on the menu, and it was such a broad menu, and it's still broad. We can't talk about Bunkers without you being sad. I mean, it's not bad, but that your favorite thing, like almost on earth, is not here anymore. So
Their steak sliders are gone. And
So-
I really want to talk to Chef Joey about it.
Joey will
because
be out here. He'll come
I'm
out.
really upset about it.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna wager that when Faith talks to Joey, you might see the steak sliders added back. maybe today. So I was,
Got a steak quesadilla,
yeah.
and
And look at the cheese dip right there.
Yeah.
That's-
you got.
How did I not get the queso? Oh, you got chips. This one. They got fries.
I didn't know.
They just came with the
I guess it comes with that, and you got
It-
fries with it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
and you
I'm
got-
not really sure.
that's has to be it. So, but we're gonna eat. So we hope it doesn't offend anybody. We're gonna be taking a few bites because we're in a restaurant, man. And when we're at these restaurants, we want everybody to see. We don't want everybody to see it all over our face and all, but we do want to see how good. Let you see how good the food is. All right, we are here to talk about Auburn, and Auburn has a game on Saturday against Vanderbilt. But obviously, what's been stealing the show so far is there's a coaching change. So from where we were Saturday night, Faith, to then Sunday with our show, and then the Monday podcast, and then moving through the week, we're already halfway through the week. And DJ Durkin is the interim head coach. And, you know, we were at practice yesterday, not a
Yeah.
ton of different stuff, but, you know, I posted a video and that thing has exploded. I mean, it was just him coaching, but I talked about it on the podcast this morning. I really think people are gravitating to that video because they see a guy that's like, and he didn't do that because he's now in a different role. That's DJ Durkin every day, all the time, coaching for Auburn. So I just think Auburn fans are like, man, what a relief to see a guy actually getting after it.
Yeah, that's just something that you haven't seen. The other part of it too is that you see a lot of these position coaches doing their job more than we have in the past. And even Marcus Davis yesterday, we saw him coaching.
Like I saw things from Marcus Davis I haven't seen before.
Right. And so that was something interesting too. One of the other big parts of when you first walk in, the first thing you normally hear is the spiritual Christian music. And I was talking about this with my parents yesterday, and I said, that was one of the biggest differences because everybody was hype when you first walk in, like during warm-ups and everything. I get the idea of wanting to start your day off with some worship music and everything.
No
like that.
problem with that.
No problem with that. But when
Is it right? Is that the appropriate timing for that?
I see
think
out
that's
of
what you're
I
saying.
see out of the entire
Right.
practice that might be the most appropriate time, but that's also the time where you have to wake up. This is early, kind of early in the morning, and you're getting your bodies moving and stuff, but you could see the fluid part of the stretching with this hype music because people were getting into the music with it being more rap, hip hop kind of music where you've got just more going on and you've got just they're moving their bodies with the music. And so that was something that was really big difference because that's what we saw every single day
Right.
walking into practice, and nobody seemed to get after it the way that they did yesterday.
I agree with you. I thought that, you know, everybody's got their own way of doing things. And, you know, we saw after the Arkansas game, maybe a little bit of a change in when we saw John Cohen at practice, and then we saw some things different in the warm up and all, but obviously it didn't translate to the field on Saturday because that was an atrocious performance by the offensive side. The defense, again, played lights out, hold a team to 10
Right.
points. If you hold a team to 10 points in modern day football, you should be undefeated. If you said, all we're going to give up is 10 points a game, you should be in the SEC with the advancement in the roster Auburn has. You ought to be undefeated. And you kick a field goal at home, it forced
At
you
home
freeze.
at night, I mean, just
It's the worst. I don't know.
unbelievable.
Like, there's been some bad performances over the last 25 years. That one has to be the worst. Like, without a doubt. I mean, like you said, the environment, like Jordan-Hare, everything, which that's lost its lore now because we've been beaten so many times inside Jordan-Hare at night. It's kind of like, okay, well, let's. It doesn't carry as much weight. You got to earn that back, but you don't kick a field goal.
Yeah.
If Cutter Bowley doesn't throw the worst pass in the history of football, right dead to Elijah Melendez, which you got a great picture sequence of, but then you can't even score a touchdown off that. It's just mind blowing to me, man. But that's why the hand was forced. The hand was forced by Hugh Freeze to say, this was so bad, we can't wait anymore. So now you turn the page and you got DJ Durkin and you see some different things. He said in the press conference on Monday that, he's not going to dive into a lot of the offense. He's going to let Derek Nix be the play caller, let those guys make decisions. Had some people asking this morning who we thought was going to be the quarterback. I mean, it feels like Ashton Daniels right now, but we're not at practice today. We're not going to be there Thursday. We're not going to – so things could change. I would feel like it was going to be Ashton Daniels, but I think we'll all just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I definitely think you have to wait and see. The offense isn't going to change overnight, but if it does change overnight, that's when a lot of questions about Coach Freeze will be answered without an actual answer. Again, when we saw that no huddle, hurry up part section at practice, what did you see that was, I know we talked about it in the video, but what did you see that was either different or
maybe a little bit faster?
Okay.
Not a lot. I mean, to the point where we were talking to some other people, I'm like, it's much the same thing. I did think the quarterbacks got the ball out of their hand a little bit quicker. There's one thing I haven't talked about yet. I meant to talk about it this morning, so I'm going to talk about it now. We saw in the wide receiver DB drill yesterday, every wide receiver getting reps, every DB getting reps. Malcolm Simmons, everybody. And I know we're probably a little biased over here, but nobody gets separation from their DB like Malcolm Simmons.
Yeah.
Cam Coleman, Eric Singleton, all of them. Like, we watched them. Yeah. Nobody separates from their DB better than Malcolm Simmons. And it's again, another shame that we haven't utilized. I say we, Auburn's program hasn't utilized the weapons they've had. That's the thing that kind of just blows your mind is all we talked about is how great this wide receiver core was and how excited everybody was. And you don't throw the ball downfield to give them a chance to make any play.
Yeah, it just hasn't been used enough. And I think you're right. Even at practice, though, before, you wouldn't see Malcolm he was on the sideline for a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Just the last couple of weeks. And that was, again, something where you said, I'm confused. Why? Was he running with the ones or twos yesterday?
I think he was with the ones yesterday.
Yeah.
He should be. I mean, come on, man. Like, what the heck? I don't understand where he's so dynamic. Eric Singleton's dynamic. Obviously, Cam Coleman's his own guy. But the fact that you don't throw the ball downfield or throw slants or throw dig routes or whatever to Malcolm Simmons and get him in space and let him make plays is like literally the most elementary mistake that you can make from an offensive standpoint. Yeah. Maybe in the next 3 games, Derek Nix will show us some things that'll be a little bit different. But everything with Auburn up until this point has been bubble screens and quick screens and stuff like that that's lateral to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And if there was ever a time you were trying to go down the field, you had a quarterback in place in Jackson Arnold that was terrified.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrified to turn loose of the football. And so you don't really know what these guys can do. And then when you did, you probably you misfired more times than not. Going back to the Oklahoma game, you had Cam Coleman and you missed him. And I know the other time in the second half he was getting interfered with, but the one in the first half when you had a chance and you threw it 5 yards too far down the field is inexcusable at that point because of all the reps and the things you've done in the all season to build that chemistry and stuff. So, when Cam Coleman gets past his defender, the thing in the quarterback's head's got to go. The one thing I can't do is overthrow at this point. Get the ball up, get air under it, let him run under it, and he throws a bullet and he overthrows him 5 yards. So.
I'm just thinking about the time with Eric Singleton too, and gosh, I don't even know what game that was. Maybe Georgia at home,
right?
When Eric Singleton was overthrown, the one time he was able to get and break away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just time after time after time again.
I see everybody over in the comments, and there's a bunch of you watching, and I'm gonna let y'all fight all that out over there. I'm not diving into all that. So But again, we're here at Bunkers. We'll get to some of your comments, but
Somebody did
They're
ask
right.
if this is the one on Glen. Yes.
yes,
Bunkers on Glen.
that's right.
Right under the Uncommon. I was
That's
thinking.
it,
Yeah,
Uncommon.
yeah.
So, but yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break for TV, but we're just getting started here on the Auburn Blitz. A lot more to come right after this. Yeah, there's a lot of comments, guys, and I just who they want to coach, and then somebody says, "Well, that's stupid," and then they're like they're getting at each other. So
Who do y'all?
I don't know that I'm not. I'm gonna say like I said this morning on the podcast. I'm not endorsing anybody. Like we're gonna go through the list. I just don't endorse anybody. Who do you want, Maddie? Amen to that. Yeah, can we not go back down that path? Hey, look, can you imagine that after all that went on in 2010 and you go down that path? Like, surely to God, that's not going to happen. So,
I made a bet with Reese.
all right, guys, sorry if it offends anybody. We're going to eat. So, especially during the break.
I made a bet with Reese that
Paul, I agree with you. I'm actually looking forward to the game Saturday. I mean, you just because you don't know what you're going to get.
regardless.
And it, I do know what we would have gotten if Hugh Freeze would have stayed. So, Wardam Frank said Durkin should remain as head coach if you were going to go defensive minded. Go offensive minded, James Franklin or Dilly paired with Durkin, but rather have Durkin. Okay.
I don't think James Franklin would be good.
In the SEC.
Yeah, he's been at Vanderbilt, but then, same thing. He couldn't win big games either. Say no to Franklin, give me Dilly, Durkin, or Summerall, says Bob. I'm same way. Steve said, when will ADs begin to change their head coach negotiations? I can't understand how an underperforming and somewhat unfocused head coach gets fully paid. Can't ADs structure negotiations based more on performance? That would be the optimal thing, Steve, is that you actually built things in life that were based on accomplishments, not handing everybody everything out of the gate. And then, because I hate to say this.
Backtracking from that.
Well, I hate to say this, but human nature is if you got it in the bag over there, complacency can creep in.
Yeah.
And I don't care how competitive you are. And when things start going bad, you go, you know what? If they won't fire me, I'm better off anyway. So, and I'm not saying that's what happens with everybody, but I am saying that human nature, if you give everybody things up front without them earning it, John, Faith is cut off on purpose. She's eating off to the side. She's cutting herself off. So she has moved out because she got such a nasty comment 2 weeks ago after the postgame show from some idiot that I told her not to worry about because somebody that mad at the world needs to go have a refocus, don't they?
I pray for them.
They should.
They're miserable.
I mean, hell, we're in a restaurant. There you go. Elbow room for eating. Yep.
They were paid to see me. Are you going to the baseball game?
Yes. Are you going?
I was supposed to go, but I'm so my grades are really bad right now.
How bad?
They're pretty bad.
You telling the world?
In my whole entire life, it's never been this bad.
Just
I
having
believe you.
too much fun in the fall.
No, exactly. That's exactly it. It's all
It
my-
happens. Let me just tell you.
Has your senioritis hit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Friday hits, I don't open my laptop until I have to see it at 1 o'clock.
Wait.
Pulling up like with your computer dead.
I got a little bit better news on that.
Oh, do you? Okay, good.
I got a little like
Great.
but I think it's still going.
We'll talk.
Maddie, how many times have you gone to class with your computer dead on Monday?
I think Illingham's the hot name right now.
Like a lot. I'm always the person that's sitting in the corner.
I know it. I don't know.
So,
I don't know, man. Kane, I don't know. That's the longest commercial break in mankind history if we're still at commercial. So
good.
I'm going to go ahead and say that we're back because I haven't heard anything. So welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here. He says we got 15 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of keep rolling because I think that's a little bit behind, but we may not be getting I'll do the intro again just for craps and giggles here. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. We are live on location at Bunkers in downtown Auburn here off Glen. There's 50 parking spots in the parking deck. You got plenty of places to park. You never have to worry about it, even on the weekends when it's so packed and so busy. This place is hopping on the weekends. They are open right now for lunch. Obviously, we're taking advantage of that, and it's some really, really good food. Can't say enough good things about the environment in here. But if you're not going to Nashville and you need a place to go hang out and hear live music, have a billion TVs in here to watch all the different games, this is a place to be on Saturday. So come check out Bunkers. They have all the specials and stuff. But saw some pictures and video from this past weekend. Good Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Place was slammed.
Awesome. Busy, which everybody loves. And then also, you got to take advantage of their $1 Jello shots, bro.
There's no doubt about it.
Every
So,
time.
no doubt about it. So, look, if you are in downtown Auburn and you haven't been to Bunkers yet, I don't know why you would have not been here after all we've said. But, no, we do know a lot of people that have come here because of us. Not bragging, but they're like, hey, saw it on Auburn Blitz, and y'all talk about it all the time, so we checked it out. And there's our banner right up here for all the live music that goes on Fridays. All right, so, moving forward with what we were talking about. Hey, here was there's some interesting facts out there, and stats and things like that. I showed you one about the Iron Bowl, and I know we're kind of fast forwarding, but I did not know this until this popped up. But since 19, there hasn't been the same matchup coaching on either side. For either it's a different coach for Alabama or a different coach for Auburn, and you're going, well, wait a minute, Saban and DeBoer has only been, if you'll remember, Sarkisian had to fill in for Saban in 2020 because Saban had COVID. So in 19, Saban and Malzahn, 2020, Sarkisian and Malzahn, 21, Saban Harsin, 22, Saban Cadillac, 23, Saban Freeze, 24, DeBoer Freeze, and 25 will be DeBoer Durkin. That is just wild.
It's just the carousel that Auburn has had.
It is.
How is this? How can this be, Brett? How?
That is a remarkable.
Because here's the thing: you go and you look, and Alabama has been consistent, other than the fact that Sarkisian had to fill in for Saban.
For Saban.
But okay, that's still the same coaching staff. You know what I
mean?
mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's when it gets to, all right, here we go. Auburn's got Harsin, Cadillac, Freeze, and now Durkin. Because, Auburn can't really make up their mind on what's happening, and they can't figure this thing out.
Yeah, it's been beyond frustrating for sure with what's been going on. AU Turf, man, we appreciate that. Obviously, when we go live on Wednesdays, we can't listen to the teleconference. So DJ Durkin comes out and says Ashton Daniels will be the starting quarterback. And that's what we said to start the show.
Yeah.
Felt like unless something changed, that they go ahead and name him. And look, I said this to you on Monday. Ashton Daniels coming in off the bench, impromptu, cold.
Yeah.
Performed way better on the road in Arkansas than when he had a full week of preparation under Hugh Freeze going into the game against Kentucky. He looked like the imps of Jackson Hole on Saturday. And it's like, then, okay, let's go put Jackson Arnold in for 2 series. Like that was going to change anything. And then at the end, let's put Ashton back out there on the last drive to see if he can work some kind of miracle. Like that was the worst, most discombobulated mess. And so it was embarrassing.
It was one of those things where you weren't setting your team up for success. And obviously we saw that because.
Right. All right. So there's going to be a change at center. It's going to be Mason Murphy. at
Yes.
center. I don't think, and look, Kel Ellis is, I think, is phenomenal. He's 17 years old,
17
man.
years old going against 22, 23-year-olds. I mean,
And, you know, he had to come in for Connor Lew a couple of times on the road because Connor Lew went down with injuries and thought he held his own and did fine. But Kentucky did some things that confused him up front. And
they took advantage of
and
him.
they took advantage of it. So, you know, I'm not saying Mason Murphy's the fix, but he's more experienced. Maybe it gives you a little bit better because Vanderbilt's defense is good, man. Like they're good defensively. You know, everybody wants to say Diego Pavia. Last year at Auburn, he really didn't do anything. Now, at New Mexico State, he did, but at Auburn last year, it was once again lack of ability to score. You know, defense did what they needed to do to give Auburn a chance to win. They couldn't do it. So, I'm glad that DJ Durkin and the offensive staff go ahead and name Ashton Daniels as the quarterback. I think he deserves that opportunity. And you know, at some point in time, again, the sample size of what we've seen with Jackson Arnold, I mean, he had ample opportunity to prove he was the leader of this team, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad the play calling was.
Throughout time and time again, because just like Coach Freeze said, you know, you can't throw the ball for him, and you got to work that out on his own. I mean, that's the truth. You really,
right,
as much coaching as you can do and as many times as you can say, hey, get rid of the ball, you can't do it for him.
No, he's got to do it. Justin, you make a great point. Coaching turnover does happen at other schools. Florida, LSU, Miami, Oregon, all on their fourth head coach in 10 years. Look, it's a day and age we live in now. And, you know, going back to Hugh Freeze, I think everybody wanted Hugh Freeze to work. It didn't work. And he forced Auburn's hand Saturday night by such a poor performance.
Yeah.
I think everybody wanted to see him just finish the season and do an evaluation, but it was so bad Saturday with the fans and the students and the players and everything coming off the field. You had to say, there's no way we can move forward with this current setup.
No question about it. We've got some people putting in some predictions.
Yes.
We normally do this a little bit later in the week, but we can go ahead and do it now because people are starting to get them in. Should our tiebreaker be Jeremiah Cobb running or rushing yards?
I'm fine with that.
or
I'm fine with that.
total rushing yards?
I'm fine with that.
for Everyone? I don't know.
I'm fine with that. So, let's go with Jeremiah Cobb.
Okay.
Let's Jeremiah Cobb
All right.
rushing yards. Why not? Can we see him like? I'll tell you this, and I haven't even told you this yet. I heard this from a very reliable source this morning that Jeremiah Cobb he's in for the long haul here at Auburn. He loves Auburn,
Wow.
wants to be here. Obviously, he's going to wait and see what happens, just like every player. And a lot of these guys that you think are just going to hit the door, they ain't hitting the door. And again, they have things in place. It's not as easy as just jumping in the dang portal and thinking you're going to – you and I talked about this yesterday. We got to go to break. When we come back, I want to talk about how many just super high-profile guys, even in situations, hit the portal. It ain't as many as people think. So we'll take a break here for TV. We come back. A lot more to come here on the Auburn Blitz live on location at Bunkers right after this. Boy, I ain't heard this song. I ain't heard this song forever. He's got him. So I told him to go ahead if he got down to that. Probably
Yeah.
just get him.
Yeah.
So he's got it.
Okay, perfect.
If that's okay.
Oh.
Wave, Maddie.
Hi. Just tell me who to, because I'll.
Yeah.
send
We'll
the-
worry about it
yeah.
when we get up there.
Cobb rushing yards can be fine.
Yep.
There's no way.
You think more of that? I would.
We
hope.
got to have more.
I would
Some more
hope.
of that?
Yeah, I'm about to go.
Okay. Can you give me some?
Yes.
So yeah. We got to, come on, Maddie. Tell you some comments. Everybody knows Maddie. Maddie's our forever intern. So,
Yeah, I'm never leaving. They're stuck with
Faith's
me for as
sister.
long. Faith's sister.
okay.
Do we look alike?
Tell her.
Drop a comment down below.
Drop it, John.
Tell us, John. Do we sound alike? Oh my goodness. Oh, I need to I'm trying to talk to y'all like normal, but all these people are gonna hear my issues that I'm having.
No, it's okay. You can wait till it's over. So.
Yeah. Oh, I did have a good question though,
Okay, what is it?
and the people can comment and answer too. My question is, if you could pick a coach that's coaching currently, like any coach, who would it be?
A coach that's
Unrealistic, realistic.
Yeah,
like
just
whatever.
throw it. It didn't matter. NFL, college, whatever, whoever.
Faith,
You know who I heard the other day, guys? I heard Dan Campbell at Detroit. You know he's a Texas A&M guy. You know, the word was like if Mike Elko couldn't get things going, that the Texas A&M would, as I say
Well,
that,
clearly they did get things
they
going. and-
did get the. You know what though? They still hadn't won anything. It's good
Yeah,
a season
they
as
have a
they
cupcake schedule.
they do. And
Yeah.
you know what? It's them and Alabama on a collision course right now, I guess.
I think it's going to be them in the championship, the
Yeah,
SEC championship.
And I think it takes A&M's going to win. I think they
I
finally
wouldn't
get
be
over the hump.
surprised.
I think they
would
finally
not
get
be
over the hump.
surprised.
I like Marcel Reed, man,
Oh, he's so funny.
but he's such a good player.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
just
so good. He's actually insane. He threw 5 touchdowns against LSU.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
you know what? Only scored 16 against Auburn, and we still lost.
Do you think Cam Coleman is dang?
Do what?
Do you think Cam Coleman is yeah?
No, I really think Cam loves Auburn. I mean, you see him in the locker room, and especially after Arkansas,
Kids that is bought in.
he really is,
Bought in?
man.
Bought in.
He's bought in. He just,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
somebody's got to help him out a
I
little
said
bit.
bought it. I was like, what?
Oh,
Yeah, somebody's got to help
that's
him a little
pretty
bit. So,
well, Nadia. I'm not one to bring rock the too hard.
you gonna do this segment with me?
No, I don't know what we're talking about.
I mean,
You got it, Faith. I was giving you a chance to eat
Yes.
in silence.
I'm gonna make
you.
Faith eat on camera for everybody. So,
Do we have 30 seconds?
I don't know.
Oh.
We didn't. Still waiting. So,
Faith, they asked if I was your sister.
all right,
No. I wish.
you're basically sisters anyway.
At this point, yeah.
Do you think why? do you
30
think-
seconds.
Oh,
No, you're good.
No, go
What?
ahead.
Good.
why
You
do
can
you
talk.
think? If we're gonna let's get real deep into this. Why do you think that Auburn can't get together?
James said Auburn 17-6 Vanderbilt. Cobb 70 worse
Oh
than
my
yours.
gosh. I think I know what he's doing.
Oh yeah. Reverse psychology.
Yes. Golly, I hope so because that's awful.
It's not going to rain Saturday in Nashville, is it? We need to look at that. 'Cause I don't know. We got to look at it. All right, welcome back. Thank you. You got to do that, Wade. Tell us what the weather's going to be like Saturday in Nashville. Welcome back to the Auburn Blitz, everybody. Halfway through our show, brought to you by J. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Centigrade beer that's cool and clean. Call on Centigrade.
they are the carrier experts and proud supporters of Auburn Athletics and the Auburn Blitz podcast, always, and the show all the way around. It's halfway through, so it's time for what? Oh, nice.
Is it going to be raining?
Oh,
okay.
we're in good shape.
Perfect. Okay.
Wasn't that Auburn Blitz windbreaker?
That's true.
So
Or I have my big coat, but whatever.
69 for a
She
big
said
coat
In Nashville, she can't wear a windbreaker.
That's what
for
I'm
the
saying.
game. For the game
No, it's a fashion show all the time in Nashville.
26?
on Sunday.
That's for my big
There's
fur
your
coat.
there's your big fur coat.
Okay.
All right.
Not
Hey,
enough to show you my new
Pe-
lily.
Pe-
Tree Steaks and
we've
Wine.
derailed it right here on the. All right, Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine and the Outlive Burger.
Oh my gosh. the
So,
Outlive
I mean,
Burger.
just some unbelievable. Bruce Pearl and his wife go over there and they create a burger that looks phenomenal. We can't wait to try it ourselves, but just awesome place to go. I mean, we talk about all the great places. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine is at the very top. And for the best steak and ribs and chicken and fish and everything that you could ask for, they've got it. And so make sure you go check that out at Montgomery at Pepper Tree or here in Auburn.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I love going over there, especially when my parents are in town.
Yep.
My favorite place to be, but
And we're gonna pop up the graphic moving forward. But the Outlive Burger is obviously cheeseburger with a special tiger sauce, caramelized onions with lettuce on there, and you can add cheese obviously to that. 20% of all sales when you go in and purchase the Outlive Burger go to the foundation. So
Yeah.
for cancer research, it's not really cancer research. Coach Pearl said that all of that money goes to families dealing with things like that
Yes.
for bills, rent, stuff like that. So they give that money directly to the
To the
needs of the
family.
families, and not cancer research, but to the needs of the family, which is great as well. So, all right, Bubba said 17-16, Cobb 92 rushing yards. He's got Auburn winning by a point. Hey, let's talk about this 6-7. What if Durkin goes up there and gets the win? How
Like when Cadillac beat Amen.
thank you, James.
it would be very similar. Hey, are you proud there? See,
Yeah, that
hey,
made me feel
so
really
that should
good.
tell you everything right there. If he had not seen you eating the twice baked potato at Prep Tree, he wouldn't have been able to go get it. I
agree.
mean,
Thank you, James.
so take your big bite of your quesadilla over there.
No.
Quesadilla. All right. Jamie said if Auburn wins, he'll get an Albie tattoo.
Hey, you know what? Brett will get one too.
Not at all. Not at all. Not happening. Not happening. Tubb said, being a Montgomery native living in Chattanooga, when y'all say Pepper Tree, it makes my mouth water. I've been
Aw.
going since they were a one grill small shop off Vaughn. There you go, Tubbs. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Giving props
No.
where props could be.
Yeah, it could be.
We don't know. So, but anyway,
Love me some Pepper Tree.
yeah, no
Can't
doubt.
lie.
No doubt about it. So, all right, let's talk about this game Saturday. Well, this table swivels, man. It's like something else. But and then we'll talk a little bit about some other games coming up this weekend. But more importantly, you and I talked about this. We're excited about the game because of the unknowns now. Seriously, and a new leadership
Right.
for like on both sides of the ball. I mean, I know Durkin's really going to be involved with the defense, still call the defense, but he's the head guy now. Will you see a energy influx because of
Right.
new leadership? I'm interested to see.
At practice, you did. At practice,
Yep.
you did. And now it's time to, I mean, I wish we could just stop talking about it and go ahead and like see what it is.
But you know what we're going
Talk
to do?
about it.
We're going to have fun in Nashville, period.
Yeah.
Regardless
I am.
of what. What I'm not.
No, you're.
Well, I'm going to have fun. I don't care what you
Well,
do.
I mean, sometimes Brett does get a little bit down, and he does.
I'm just kind of
overreact it.
over that now.
When
I
we
mean,
were in Texas, one of the many times, you were a little bit upset. When it
well, the
was
Texas A&M game was just crap. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but it, had the ball twice with a chance. Let's not bring up old stuff. All right, Jeffrey, the point spread is 6.5 for Vandy. So, hey, Auburn has one of the best defenses in the country. So I think this will be the best defense Vanderbilt plays. And can Auburn do anything offensively? Can they simplify some things and start running the ball maybe and controlling? Like Vanderbilt likes to keep the ball away. They are so good on third downs. Their
Right.
third down efficiency is so good at keeping drives going. It makes you panic a little bit on offense and start pressing when you do get the ball. So can Auburn kind of flip that on Vanderbilt? Can they kind of keep the ball away from Pavia and do some things and maybe be opportunistic on defense and create some turnovers? This defense has been doing that lately, and that's huge. They've been stealing possessions with turnovers. But, if you look at the numbers, Pavia with over 2,000 yards passing, 18 touchdowns with 5 picks,
500 rushing yards for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
This
true
season.
dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
He's having a great season. They are 7-2. They lost to Texas this past week. And if they'd have had 5 more minutes, they probably would have won the game. And it just is, it's the truth, because Texas kind of went into shutdown mode. They were aggressive. Vanderbilt got off to a horrible start, getting down 10-0.
They did.
And they kind of regrouped and came back and lost 34-31. So, at the end of the day, they don't quit. They're gonna take it to the end, and they did it with Alabama and they did it with Texas. So, from a defensive standpoint, we'll talk about that. We got to take a break. Come back on the defensive side. We'll talk about the guy that has just exploded for Auburn. I think all of you know that. We'll talk about that and maybe a little portal stuff when we come back. Stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz right after this. But what I wanted to talk about the portal a minute ago, about these highly ranked players. The highest ranked player I know of, if somebody wants to chime in and say there's somebody else, it has to be Caleb Downs from Alabama going to Ohio State. When he got in the portal, that was massive. Now, yeah, that is game changing. And so, but you don't see a lot of really high profile guys. I mean, not saying they can't, but they get in the portal and go elsewhere. So we'll see if that happens with Auburn. They obviously have some guys that they definitely want to hang on to.
Wade, do you want to get on for this segment? Sure. Period.
That was code for let me finish eating.
What's up, everybody?
The man. Faith, they just get pissed at me now, too.
Fake ID.
Look at her.
Is that what it is?
See some of these comments.
I had to get my ID switched to an Alabama license. Oh. Now I'm for real. Now you're like a resident, because I have employment in the state.
I like Bob Williams' score there, 24-17 Vandy. Cobb rushes for 78 yards. I could see that being something pretty realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that we win this game, Brad. I'm
Well, I don't know
sorry.
why
At least-
anybody would have
I
any
mean,
confidence that we would, but
I can't make that prediction. Vanderbilt's really good.
I hate it.
we're poised to do something crazy, though. I'm just saying.
They're not. It's they're not good enough to act the way they act.
Face uncle.
They're all just standing around.
That's me, Uncle T.
Yes, the whole family's here, right?
Yeah.
At least you didn't say you're the drunk uncle.
Not yet, I'm not.
I did.
I will be soon. 5 o'clock somewhere.
Or the gunkle. You know that is.
How about Jason coming in with an Auburn?
No, that's definitely not going to be that.
How about Jason coming in with an Auburn 33, Vandy 17?
Jason Caldwell said that?
Jason right here.
It's Jason Caldwell.
That's not Jason.
Oh,
It's
I don't
Jason
have my
Moss.
glasses.
That's a 4.
Did you go to the basketball game Monday?
No,
I did.
you did.
Are you guys talking about basketball at all?
Probably not.
We can.
There's plenty of time to talk about that. That guy better get healthy down low with the knee brace
Oh, there's no
on.
question.
Murphy.
Uh-huh.
If he doesn't, it's going to be a long
He's all we
long
got
season.
inside.
They're not quite as beefy as they were the last couple of years.
No.
down low.
No. No, of course not.
Jamming out
Ain't
here.
no doubt, man. Hey, pretty good for Wednesday
It
afternoon.
is.
John, you'll have to just wait till Friday for my score.
Maddie said that when her mom and grandma were here, she brought them.
That's what I'm talking about. See?
My mom has her.
Hey,
Two margaritas. She was like, ooh.
it's all about having a good time.
Yeah, we're watching the yeah.
Justin said he lives 25 minutes away from Vanderbilt. He'll be in the northwest corner of the end zone.
Should be a lot of Auburn fans there.
I think so. It's because it's Nashville.
I went freshman year, and there was more Auburn fans than there were Vanderbilt.
Oh, it's always that way at Bama.
But
Now.
they finished the construction on their stadium.
I think it's finished. I think it's almost finished. My God, they've been building it for.
It was pretty ghetto when we
Yeah.
because there was just like a giant.
Oh, here we go, 30 seconds.
construction site, like all right here.
I remember I was there. I was up there. Yes. We stayed in the
You guys
hotel.
just didn't know each other.
I know. We may have.
We
We,
talked about this.
I know, we may have-
Hotel that,
that,
looked over-
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. We may have passed each
He was
other. Never know.
stalking.
Yeah, little did you know I was plotting.
That's what you were doing. You were scoping. You were scouting out. So, right. Like I'm in the club.
I know. Tell me about it.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Auburn Blitz here. Couple of segments in a row left, and I don't know why I said in a row, but they are in a row. But I want to welcome in Wade. He goes by other aliases.
That's
so.
right.
But Wade Bennett here, also Uncle T-Bone. Glad to have you, Wade. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. It's been an interesting fall, for sure.
What does that go? Is that
I
synonymous
mean,
with Auburn?
It's
Period.
been a rough fall, to be honest with you, Brett. The last 6 falls have been rough, it feels like. But I'll tell you what's not rough this fall. Give us a call at Sense Green for air that's cool and clean. Now it's air that's warm and clean. Got a cold front moving through Lake Martin and the rest of East Alabama. You better call us and get that maintenance done before it hits.
No doubt. Hey, got actually like a true fall going on right now.
Yeah.
You get a little-
We get like a week and a half of fall.
and then it's gone. Then it's pure.
Then it's-
just
then
freezing. It's just freezing.
Windy and cold.
And everybody's wishing for lake season again immediately. So,
That's right.
all right, Wade. Justin said, "Who do you want?" And you just pretty much said,
I mean, I would take the top of my list is John Sumrall. And then if it's not him, it's DJ Durkin, which I'm interested to see how that goes. I want a defensive-minded coach, but I do want to see how Durkin looks this fall. They're 1A, 1B. I'm afraid I'm not going to get my wish, but I'm like Brett here. I don't.
I'm not endorsing him.
I'm not endorsing. I'm not pulling. I'm not going to make this personal. You know, a lot of people now are like, I've got to have my guy, and if it's not him, they're anti so and so. I'm all Auburn here unless they get some washout or burnout like Jimbo Fisher or Dan Mullen. Then I'm out.
Sure, and I didn't talk. I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't say this the other day to Faith, and I didn't say it this morning. But God help. Like I won't endorse, but can we not go down the Jimbo Fisher path,
Can we?
please?
Can we just? I mean,
Please.
I don't.
Surely
want-
that's not a viable option.
There's
And the
people-
fact that Dan
Yeah.
Mullen's name would even be mentioned, Wade, after all that went on in 2010
No.
with what he tried to do to
No.
this university, give me a freaking break, man.
No, didn't try to do, did. And
I mean-
I don't like him. There's a large faction of Auburn folks who believe since they went and got Bruce Pearl when he was available for whatever reasons and resurrected his career at Auburn, you can do the same in football. And I'm in just complete disagreement of it. It's time to go young, and young as a coach. Period. And so if it's Dillingham, I'm fine. If it's Drinkwitz, I'm fine. If it's Durkin, I'm fine. If it's Sumrall, I'm fine.
Would
I
you
wanna
take John
go-
Gruden?
Well, that's a little different story. Yeah, that would just be cool. But I don't
Yeah.
know if, I mean, honestly, would he really have that much more success here
I don't know.
than say John Sumrall or DJ Durkin, who already know the lay of the land in the Southeastern Conference?
You know what I think?
That'd be a good hire for Arkansas, though.
I said this probably 2 or 3 months ago before we knew all this was coming down the line, just in preparation of what we knew could happen, and it has happened. Auburn needs they need a personality change at head coach. You were just talking about a young, hungry, fiery, like that's what I was talking about.
Right.
I told Faith, we need to quit, like, no offense, but like Malzahn, Harsin, and Hugh Freeze are just all kind of like, well, he's just very, you need a guy like, and I'm not saying Durkin's the answer, but I think it's why so many people gravitated to that video I posted yesterday. He wasn't showing out for the media. That's just how he coaches, man. And I said that this morning, just because you're a hellfire and brimstone guy doesn't make you a good coach. You got
That's
to
right.
know when to do things and all that. But Lord of mercy, show some energy or something.
You got to have the passion. And Brett, I got to thinking about it on the ride over here to Bunkers and what a great place this is. Check it out. guys, I'm old enough now to have grandchildren. Okay. And those grandchildren could be of age playing sports. Don't laugh, but I am. I'm from the old school, right? I'm, you know, and there's a whole, not just a generation below me, but a second generation that's coming up, Brett.
Yeah.
Right. And these people really quickly will be
Can we
leaving
just not bring
college.
up age around there
And these
anymore?
people
That's-
really, truly, Brett, will be the next DJ Durkins, the next
Yes,
Will Muschamp.
yes.
It's time to go young. Auburn boosters that have helped make this place so great. I really appreciate everything you've done and continue the support, but it's time to start letting go for all of us from the old school, from the 80s, from the Pat Dye years,
Yeah.
from the glory years. It's time to let go to the younger generations and let them rip.
I totally agree. Tubbs said, this is $1 million question. If Deuce stays, you have to go to the portal and get a big time QB anyway, right? I mean, you got
Maybe.
you got to keep adding, no doubt. And I was on with Kyle Rush on the Top Button this morning, and we talked about the Joel Klatt thing. By the way, I see Bob's comments. I'm not even going to give
No, what an
credence.
idiot.
Just that didn't even make any sense what he said. But yeah, I think Auburn's got to have a personality change. I think it needs to be a different feel. And you know what? I don't care if it's you call them upcomer or whatever. I'm with you. Can we stay away from the has-been category? Can we get somebody that wants to come in and prove, that is pissed off and hungry and saying, hey, I'm about to show everybody I'm the next guy.
You're looking for somebody to make their name here at Auburn.
And
Once
that's
and for all in the coaching world, like Pat Dye did,
right.
like Tommy Tuberville did.
I mean, all of those guys had to start somewhere.
You know, they got
Yeah.
to Auburn and they took their careers to the next level.
They did.
And,
They did.
And you know, you look back at the old Pat Dye video, and I can't remember how old he was when he was hired. I think he was in his 40s.
Yes.
But man, he looked a lot older then,
He did.
right?
He
These
did.
guys, people just look younger now. Maybe it's
Oh, they
the
do.
camera, the high def. But we need someone who looks baby-faced young and is tough as nails and not afraid of any challenge. That's that younger generation. They've grown up in all these offenses, and they can defend them, and they can do offense for them. So I don't need somebody trying to relearn the wheel or change a leopard trying to change its spots from the olden days.
I agree with you. You know, eventually you feel like you're going to get it right. You know, that's kind of what Alex said. We're a sleepy
going.
giant. You know, Alabama just went through every mic under the sun. They went up a letter in the alphabet and picked a guy named Nick. And it took off. Not saying there's a Nick out there, but eventually you keep going. These guys, you're going to find somebody that can figure it out. So
It's a different type of hire too than at Alabama, and just about everything is in college football. That's why Joel Platt's comments
I
are
don't think
ludicrous.
just an idiot.
You know, in you know, James Franklin to me, although proven, almost also feels like it's a continuation of trying to bring a guy in who's trying to resurrect his career, right? Although his career is ongoing, it's just I'm looking for if it's Dylan, and that's the name right now.
Yeah,
Dillingham.
I know it. I know it.
Oftentimes in these coaching searches, I will say this as an old guy. Let me give y'all some advice.
Let's go to TV
The
break.
first names aren't always the name they're going to hire.
That's right.
Fact.
All right. All right. Let's take our final break. Stay tuned. One final segment coming up right after this.
What if someone just walked in and they were like, "Hey, I could do the head coaching job," and they were like, "Why do you think that?" And it was like a full interview, whatever, and then they gave me the job. Would that- would that
Okay,
happen?
let's time to stop talking over here.
And then he's like,
Let's there's take a
Unbelievable.
nap.
Never had one as bad as that.
What?
Can't say on there. We'll say after. Unbelievable.
Are you getting back on? Finish it out.
"You can
I'll do it.
finish it out."
Oh, it's not like I'm not paying 3 cents grand for some of this. Okay, thanks.
No,
I hadn't been on in a while, so I'm happy to be on. Happy to be back here with the Auburn Blitz.
Dang right.
Brett, I'm so excited for my camera.
Are
Do
you
I
going
got-
to go to the turning point thing tonight?
Braden is. Braden's going.
You are.
You're going too? Awesome.
Let me know how it goes.
I don't. Well, I'm gonna see because I'm not gonna get there at 2:00.
Where is it?
Said Neville.
Are they gonna have like security?
Oh, man.
You got more water? Yeah. Right, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm also doing like an assignment. So I have to like video it, and then I'm gonna interview the tourist one. That's cool. I'm making an app. I don't know. It's like I would say.
Paul said, how about don't hire somebody that's been fired already? That's probably a good.
Bingo. That's my all right.
Yeah,
so
that's a good point.
Here's my thing. We like to get quarterbacks that have been benched. We're gonna go get
Oh, we're gonna bring them back from the dead. We're gonna
resuscitate.
we're going to tap their untapped potential.
I think our next. Wait, y'all should talk about the coaches that y'all think are done. Y'all think the coaches are done? From where here?
Some of
Oh
them.
yeah, there's gonna be a couple of them gone.
So aren't like a bunch of them
Yeah.
house, like families.
Alex Brown, I am so fed up with being the laughing stock of the SEC. Me too, brother. Like we are
Amen.
man,
Amen.
like we are man. Get somebody in here that takes that Auburn name with pride and actually enjoy being the coach. Man,
Yeah.
I hear you, man.
He's so mad. He's typing so fast.
Shane Smith, I think it's the old Auburn High guy right
Justin
there.
said,
Class
"I
of
just want to hear
91,
Faith say-"
24-20 Tigers.
Justin, you are treading on thin ice with Faith.
What?
He said, I just want to hear Faith say something positive for once. LOL with a laughing face. He's trying to incite.
I think Brom would be a good one from Louisville. Maybe. I don't know what kind of SEC ties he has. I am looking for someone with a little bit more Southern ties.
What's going on in this?
You don't want to get.
I think
Brian
Brom's
Kelly?
going-
You don't want Brian Kelly with the
No
Southern
more fired
ties?
coaches.
With the
No
Southern
more bench
ties?
quarterbacks. Yeah. You think Brian Kelly coaches again?
What is going on?
Have a good time in here in Bunkers. You got to get down here. East Glen Drive.
We're about to rent the whole place out.
Did they remodel?
Oh, yeah. That used to be
Doesn't it look
Yeah.
great?
golf simulator
Yeah.
base.
No, let's rent it out and throw parties.
Let's do it.
That would be so fun.
We're going to do it.
Do they not do simulators anymore?
Huh?
They not do,
Yeah, they're down there.
okay. They moved.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we got in here. Alex Brown, I'm 24 years old.
So,
Okay, buddy.
much.
Growing up, we was that team that no matter what we was, the toughest, and I haven't seen that in 7 years. We haven't been tough in a while.
No.
Well, defensively we have been. They've had constant defense. It's been the offense, man, ever since really 2017.
30 seconds.
Having a good time.
Hey, this is what Auburn football will do to you.
Oh,
This is what the press box
Oh.
looks like.
oh, make you crazy.
I can personally. Yes. Isn't this guy in jail? He got caught for money laundering.
Who is?
Sean Kingston. Him and his
I
mom.
don't know who that is.
Him and his mom got arrested. They're
I remember the
they're in
original Stand
Google
By Me
it.
song.
No, this ain't Stand By Me.
It's just game right now. Why are you in the middle of it?
All right, well, welcome back to the Auburn Blitz. Final segment here on the show. All right. John said, has she been in the Jello shots and doing it? And is she doing a TikTok video? The answer is no.
One of those.
None.
There's
None.
a
Of
there's a yes and a no to both of those questions.
Okay, you got to figure out which one's which.
Yeah.
All right. All right. You were at the game
Monday.
the Monday night.
Yes.
All right. So
Home opener.
just your thoughts.
Auburn is Keyshawn Murphy's gonna is it Keyshawn?
Keyshawn Murphy. Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get healthy. And you could see what you couldn't see on TV unless they were showing it was when he came off the court,
It's still he got a
going
heavily.
straight to the locker room to get treatments, and then coming back out of the locker room to go back on the court. There was
Right.
never any sitting on the bench and resting. He was from court to locker room to court almost the entire game. Heck of a talent. He looks like he's in still grimacing in some serious pain. I would have to sit him down for a hot minute if that's going to make it better. But had he not played, they would have lost.
Oh, there's no doubt.
And I'm going to tell you another thing.
If
I don't know
Keyshawn
if you
Hall don't score 28 points, they would have lost too.
Well, the free throw shooting was abysmal in the first
It
half.
was.
And I was losing my mind. Here we go again, another year of poor free throw shooting. Then they got it together in the second half. That was the difference in the game. Not sure if you could tell on TV or not, but Bethune-Cookman is a extremely physically gifted athletic team. There's a former five-star, Ontario Morris, that plays on that team.
You know what? By the way, their best player didn't even play Monday night.
Listen, I knew real quick into that game Auburn was in for a dogfight. That was when they were fouling, they were getting their money's worth.
Well, they
that
shot
was
the
a
ball,
blue
and they shot the ball better.
55% from 3-point. That was. I'm not saying that Bethune-Cookman's a tournament team.
No, I think they
But
probably
they may be
they're
a tournament
predicted
team.
to win the SWAC.
I mean, I wouldn't want to play them again.
But I mean, we're not. That's not even what this is about. When you look at the NIL in the roster Auburn has versus their roster,
Right.
it should not go to overtime. But it did. Auburn found a way to win and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the schedule's about to get even tougher, man. Like there's a couple more games scattered in there, but you got Arizona coming up, Oregon, you got Houston coming up on the 16th, I believe, in Birmingham.
Let me translate what all that means, folks. Java.
It is.
I think they're going to be all right, but they're going to have to get healthy down low. They're not going to be quite the physical team they were, that's for sure. But that team can score in bunches. Auburn didn't shoot the ball very well either, especially from behind the arc. They better knock back those threes or it's going to be a long season.
Yeah, Tahad Pettiford kind of from
Did not play great.
That's carried over from last year.
Yeah. Did
You know,
not
to the
play
end
great.
of the end of last season, into to what we saw Monday. I'm not saying that. Look, they played well against Memphis. I know it was an exhibition. They lost an overtime game to Oklahoma State, who their guards shot the lights out. Now we're in the real season, so you move forward. Auburn's a top 20 team. Can they stay a top 20 team? Will be the question. And there are some things that I think are better about this team. There's some deficiencies Auburn hasn't had in a while that we see on this team. And we got about 30 seconds before we get out.
Same coaching staff, new coach. Almost every player's new. It's going to take a while to gel. A lot of talent, a lot of offensive talent, but they're going to have to shoot the ball well, folks. I'm telling you, they're going to have to knock back threes or it's going to be a long season. I've got Vandy winning 24-17. Auburn's offense will look much better, but it's still not good enough to get it done in Nashville.
That's going to wrap us up for TV. Again, we appreciate all of you joining us each and every day. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning for the Auburn Blitz podcast. We'll see you next time. Hey, John, I didn't say, look, we're not upset about it. I know that it's the first game of the season. It's just the fact that we're just calling it like it is. And so that doesn't mean you play in one game doesn't mean that's the way you're going to play the next.
Auburn was a 25-point favorite.
25 and a half point favorite.
And they had to go to overtime.
But that happens in basketball.
It does. And Vegas can be wrong, too.
They can, but not
usually that wrong. But Bethune-Cookman was a very, very physical team.
They were.
And they had a lot of length. And quite frankly, their roster's pretty dang solid. And they were well coached, and they shot the ball well. And they were not afraid. And, listen, that's the NIL age. The teams in basketball can especially get better quickly through the transfer portal than even football. So everyone's got talent, and you better strap it up every night or wrap it up or whatever you do.
Whatever you do. Bob said not having a big is going to be tough this season.
Murphy's a big.
Well, but he's not as big as you probably would like him to be. So that's not really his true position, is a 5. I mean, he's more of a 4. He's going to have to play the 5, but it's just the way it is. And Auburn wants to run a lot more too. They're wanting to get out and transition, and
they did not get out and transition much last Monday. That was kind of bothersome.
It was. So, all right, that's going to wrap us up from Bunkers, everybody. We appreciate y'all so much. We'll be back with Faith and I have a special guest in the morning on the podcast. So looking forward to that. Y'all just tune us in at 8:00 to figure out who that is. So, all right, everybody have the best day ever. And then War Eagle, like Wade said, we'll catch you next time.